Hey everyone, welcome back to the Trendcrusher podcast. I'm Peter K. On this episode, I've got Bobby from Corrosion of Conformity. They have a double album out right now, Good God, Bad Man. More on that in just a bit. UK heavy metal act Green Lung have an album coming out in September, Necropolitan. They have a new single out from it, Evil in This House. I really enjoyed it. I hope you do too. Here it is. And that was Evil in This House of Green Lung's upcoming album, Necropolitan. Pre-order it. I've left a link in the show notes. And now onto my chat with Bobby from Corrosion of Conformity. Hi, Bobby. Welcome to the podcast.
Well, thank you, Peter. How you doing, man?
Good, good. And it's great to speak to you because we're talking a week before the release of your upcoming album, Good
That's
God,
right.
Bad Man. How does it
That's
feel?
right. Oh, it feels great. It's been a long time coming, and we're very excited for everybody to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Yeah.
been looking up some of the reels that you guys have been doing and all the kind of social media content. And it's so
Oh,
cool
yeah.
to kind of see you guys kind of embrace it. I mean, I one of the last ones I saw was all of you sitting around the table when you all got like the copy of the
Yeah.
vinyl from Nuclear
Oh,
Blast.
yeah.
Uh,
Very
what,
exciting moment.
what is that feeling like? I mean, like you guys have been working on this album for a while now to finally see it
Yes.
like on vinyl. And I mean, in
Yes.
2026, did you expect to be doing stuff like this?
Well, yes, I did. We talked about it, and now it's all happening. So that's great. We've just been waiting for it to happen, and now it's in our hands. We could see the artwork, the photos, the sleeves, and it's very exciting to have a record. It's very exciting to have a double record.
Yeah, I mean, so let's start with that, right? And when
Yeah.
my initial reaction when I got the press release for the album, right? It said a double album. And like just to set a larger context, I mean, today we're in an age where, there's TikTok, very strange aside, but I don't know how familiar you're with the band called Korn. Their
Oh yeah.
song Freak on a Leash is making a comeback because of TikTok and people doing dances
Okay.
to that on TikTok. And that's how music is getting discovered right now. A lot of singles, you have streaming platforms, but here you guys are saying, fuck that. Like, we're not releasing just an entire album, we're releasing two. Uh, does it actually play in your mind, or like, what was going on in your mind, honestly?
What goes on in my mind, well, what went on when we were doing it is we had so many songs, and you start to wonder like, well, we're only going to keep 10 or 11 songs, right? That's the usual way to make a record. And now here we are with all these songs, and we were able to put them all on this release in two records. It took two records to do it. But not only is it two records, but it's two different themes, two different vibes, and so man, we're winning. We are winning.
So, at least for those of who's not kind of heard it, right? So let's just at least kind of draw or paint a picture, and let's go few years back. So, help me understand the timeline. Also, you joined in while the writing of the album was happening, or you were already part of it from the
Pepper
start?
and Woody, because have been working together for so many years, they have so much material
Hmm.
between them. So they chose what they wanted to use for this record, and Woody and Pepper got together and did some recording and sent me the recordings that they made, as simple as they were, but still it was great. And they were able to put Stanton Moore on the drums. Some drum machine stuff for writing, but then Stanton, got right on it. And they gave it to me to put my own parts on, and I did. And so that was way in early in the game. And I would go to hang out with Pepper and just write between the two of us. So we did some work together, just me and him. And then the best part of this record, and I'll say it to you and I say it to everybody, is that we had the opportunity to be together in a room with our producer writing the entire body of this record, right? These two records. So that was beautiful because we were in each other's faces all day and just there to work and write, and we did. There were no distractions at the studio. We stayed tight. We stayed together, and we walked away from that session with so many songs. So that was when I thought, oh, damn, we're gonna have to lose a song or two because, we did too many songs. But as it turns out, when we went to record it, Pepper and Woody just like, let's do everything. Let's do all of this. So again, another beautiful part of this record for me and all of us. But for what I love the most about it is that when we recorded, we were out in the swamps and nobody was around us. We were not near any cities or friends. No distractions is what I'm trying to say. So we slept there, we worked there, and as far as bass and drums go, we really had focus. and we really got in each other's heads and wrote and recorded all these great songs that you're going to hear. And that's my favorite part of the story is that no distractions. We really got to work. It was men working, and we did real well. Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, I'm glad to hear that. Just going back to that part, right? At what was your initial reaction to the stuff that Pepper and Woody had? I mean, like from what I've read, you and Pepper have worked before together, right? So it's like it's not
Yes.
like, you know,
Yes. I
there's no
played on the
initiation.
last, yes, I played guitar on the last Down record. Now that was
Yeah.
2014, so it was a while ago. There's a new one, yes, but the last one that was done. But yeah, Pepper and I play well together. He likes the way I sing, so I bring background vocals into the mix, and yeah. But as far as writing goes and everything, yeah, we do work well together. And I found out that I work really great with Woody. And of course, Stanton Moore is an open book, man. You just throw him a riff and he gives you that beat that you know you need. So everything worked out great. Some songs came right off of the floor without any preconceived notions, a couple songs. So, once those types of things started to happen, we really knew we were in the right direction and we're doing a really good job at it. We had our producer there the whole time. So, he was recording everything, right? Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong until you listen to it later. So, yeah, it was beautiful, beautiful experience for that. Most bands nowadays, well, I'll just say most songwriters and bands, they're recording at home. They're sharing uh, recordings and stems back and forth. And once they get into the studio, maybe it's not as organic as we were able to have it when we were just together in the rooms with our producer. So things got written right, like I said, right off the floor, and we were able to keep it and just expound on the ideas because we were there. That's all we had to do was just be with each other for weeks on end. So that's what is my favorite part of the experience was. Yeah.
And considering like because I had some time to kind of listen to both albums, right? There's a clear different
Ah,
vibe to it.
okay.
But I'm assuming that when you're writing it, it doesn't come as organically or linear as it seems. What kind of distinguished really? I mean, when y'all had to kind of put them together, and I don't mean sonically, because but when you look at just like the entire vibe and deciding what goes where, right? Because it's
Yes.
it's a huge spectrum, and I'm not like giving too many teasers,
Okay. But you
but
heard it all. So
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
big spectrum of material. Yeah.
Yeah, and it to me, and sorry, I'm just putting my spin on it. It's like day and
Please
night,
do.
right? There's
Yeah.
one which is like, a party album, and then there's like the after party album, if I may,
Yeah.
when you're like
Yeah.
coming down from it.
Yeah.
How did you guys kind of envision or think of that?
I'll say that when you're in a room with Woody and Pepper and you're writing music, however many records that they have already done, I don't know what the count is, but I don't know if it was Pepper that said this or who brought it to our attention, but this record is all can be considered a almost a best of all the COC records, like a little flavor from this one, a little flavor from that one, a little flavor from that one. And what could be better than to have a record out in 2026 and have flavors from all the other records? And that's the way I look at it. So when I heard that said, it struck me as like, oh, that's what we did. That's what's happening. And that's what when you're in a room with Pepper and Woody, that's what happens. You get that COC thing, man. It's a formula. That's just them. It's what happens. And yeah, so that's when I said songs just came right out. It was easy to, and there were no lyrics yet. We were just hitting the music. And Pepper and Woody, they know what they want. They know what sounds like them and what's right. And you add something and they're like, that's great. Or you add something and they're like, not quite. So we tried everything and we made out on top. Yeah, man.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
the first single that like everyone's heard so far, or if they haven't already, is "Gimme Some More."
Yeah.
Why choose that as the first single, and especially from, as I'm calling it, sorry, the partier side of the album?
Okay. You know what? Better question for Pepper. Because it was his decision, him and Woody, his decision to put that out first. I think I maybe because that's the first video idea that came to Pepper,
Okay,
and he had it all in his head, and all we did was fly to New Orleans, and record it. Easy for us, but Pepper has the whole storyline in his head. He knew what he wanted, so I'll go with that answer. The
awesome.
better question for Pepper, but yeah, that's he had the vision already for that video.
Okay, so I'm gonna play it for those who haven't heard it already.
Yeah, man.
Here's "Give Me Some More."
Yeah. about that?
And that
Yeah.
was Give Me Some More of Corrosion of Conformity's upcoming album, Good God, Bad Man. And I've got Bobby from the band here with me.
Hey,
Now,
y'all.
we talked a bit about like the process and stuff like that, but like you said, right, like between Pepper, Woody, you, I'm sure all of you've got like this crazy discography if you have to kind of put together, and especially like from the area, right, New Orleans and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But what would you say would be one thing like longtime fans of any of your bands or Corrosion of Conformity would be kind of surprised to hear about the album?
I think the surprises will come when you start taking in the differences of the songs. You know, it's not an AC/DC record where it's one style the whole way. You know, I consider this record a headphone trip. You know, you can put your headphones on, lay on the floor, start it, and just go there, you know, like you would in the 70s when we were kids, you know, Pink Floyd and, you know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there's a lot of different planets and we go to as many different planets as we can, but it stays true to the COC sound. Although there's a lot of different songs, but maybe that's where the best of from all the other records comes in on this record. It's got a lot of flavors from a lot of different records.
Okay,
And
that's
yeah, and
interesting.
it's undeniably Pepper and Woody. So, you know,
Yeah.
I do my best Mike Dean style bass playing that I can, you know, because that's what it needs. And you know, I've done this before. I tried to be the best Kirk Winstein type of guitar player I could be when I did the down work. And you know, just the big shoes I have to fill for Mike Dean. And the guys say I'm doing a good job. Even Mike says I'm doing a good job. So much love. Thank you, Mike. Thanks to everybody. Yeah.
Okay. Now, just staying with the whole thing, and please humor me slightly longer, is since I called it like the party record and the after party album, uh,
Okay.
metal, alcohol, substances, they all kind of go together, right? And I think
Sure.
like certain are more suited to others. So if anyone's kind of dabbling in certain, say, alcohol, and they want to kind of listen to, say, Good God and Bad Man, what do you think or what would you recommend goes well?
Man, drink beer during the whole thing anyway, because we are beer drinkers and free thinkers. That just goes without saying. You know, but it's all positive, man. I mean, there are some deep moments that make you think on this record, you know, but we we uh we bring the party to you, man. Yeah, absolutely. And live as well, you know. We're taking no
and
prisoners.
and I'm sure because I haven't read up on this as yet, but I'm pretty sure there might already be a COC beer. If not, why hasn't? But
Right?
if 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 there hasn't, then, and this is again your personal opinion, I don't know how much you enjoy beer or what kind of beers, but what do you think would, if there again had to be a good God, bad man beer, what kind of
Oh
flavors
man.
would it be? What kind of style of beer
Well,
would it be?
sticking with the COC beer choices, it's like Coors Light. I mean, you know, we drink light beers because we drink a lot of them. Uh, yeah. But yeah, beer drinking and free thinking, man. That's what it is. Yeah, smoke some weed, have fun, you know, enjoy the music, but that's where we're coming from. Yeah,
Fair enough. Okay. Uh,
fair enough.
another segment that I do on the podcast, and I don't know if with all this you've actually had time to kind of listen or you get to enjoy any other music. So it's called What Are You Currently Listening To? So
Okay.
what do you mind sharing what you've been listening to recently? It can
I
be new
don't.
music, old music, anything.
Oh man. I love a band called Beats Antique. I
Okay.
really dig that kind of stuff. And I've been listening lately. My new favorite YouTube channel is Andre's Antunes, I think it is, where he takes all these crazy things of people yelling and talking, and he puts music to it. And he took like the Nura sisters and took their music and made metal songs out of them. And I've been enjoying that a lot lately. Um, honestly, I listen to Government Mule. I listen to gosh, what you put me on the spot. What have I been listening to? I've been listening to COC lately, is what I've been listening to. But no, given me the time, I like Los Lobos. Um, gosh, I say but you don't know. I don't know. I'll just start with that. I'll just say somewhere between Government Mule and Beats Antique is where I've been. Uh,
Okay.
uh, we we had a resurgence of Los Lobos while on the South American tour, so we were all into that, digging on that again. But man, my brain goes anywhere from ZZ Top to Black Sabbath. That's where my head is at. You know, is between those two planets. Um, as a bass player, I like to listen to a lot of funk, a lot of different kind of stuff
Mhm.
because of bass. But the guitar player in me, it goes to like Government Mule and
Nice.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. I stick with I go with what I know. Uh,
Fair enough.
but certainly the ZZ Top and the Black Sabbath. I live in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a cliche question to ask you guys, like, what's next? But like before I hit record and we got on this Zoom call, y'all announced a tour. So I realized you guys, after a week or so, are going to be on the road all the way till May and then are there on July. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you guys have been on the road quite a bit over the years. What do you kind of look forward to now and what's like interesting? Because you'll travel quite a bit. I was just looking at your dates and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It is crazy and it's good. It's proper. When you have a new record, you've got to hit the pavement. You got to hit it hard. And we are. And we're all professionals and that's what we do. It's who we are. And so it's another day of work, but we don't think twice about it. If I'm honest, we we love it. We love what we do and we do the best we can at it. And when we're up there doing our set, not we just feel untouchable. We're in each other's heads and we lean forward and you just do what you do. So no, we're not surprised or intimidated by any lengthy tours or anything like that. It's what we do. And it's who we are. Yeah.
But if I may, right? Like, what keeps you kind of grounded or sane during all this travel and, you know, so much kind of changed? Like, because when I'm looking at your dates, it's literally almost like every other day you're in a different city, right?
Yeah.
Uh, what keeps you kind of focused?
Um, well, I could answer that, and at the same time I can't because it's like I said, it's another day for us. We don't have to really uh, wake up day to day and think, oh my God, okay, this is a show day. I have to do this. I have to do that. It's what we do, and more times than not, when it's a day off, we don't know what to do. But when there's a show, we're all set. Um, when you've put so many years on the road, it's a normal day. Just another day of the week. It's another venue, another crowd. And when you truly love what you do, then you're able to have that in your heart and in your head every day. And so when we wake up in a new city and we're there and it's like, okay, cool. Let's play better than we did last night, you know. Let's elevate. Let's stay strong. Let's do this. You can't let anything else get into your head. Being away from home is tough. Families, wives, all this and that. But the wives we have and the lives we lead, everybody knows what we do. So it's it's normal for even our wives and our families. It's like, okay, well, he's on tour again. But it's so much better now with you know, phones and FaceTime, and you're able to keep up better with families. I mean, 20, 30 years ago, we didn't have these things, and but we still did it. Um, it's what we do. That's really the best answer I have for you. It's nothing strange to us or our families. It's what we do.
Yeah, and that's so great to hear. I mean, like, you know, I feel like, and especially as someone who, from my own personal work, traveled a bit, it's that mindset I feel, and you kind of very well kind of captured it, right? Because you're not looking at it as anything else, but hey, this is what we do. So yeah, I
Yes.
think that's my takeaway from it. But
Good.
it's been great talking to you.
You as
Before I
well,
kind of
Peter.
sign off, any final words for anyone who's tuned in and probably going to see you on the road?
Man, listen to that record on headphones. Don't just listen to it on your phone. Take it all in. We put a lot of work into it so you could really enjoy the sound of this record. Yeah, man. Enjoy. Enjoy.
And that was Bobby from Corrosion of Conformity. Do check out their album, Good God, Bad Man. The band are currently on tour in North America, so check their website or social media for dates. That's all from this episode. Hit subscribe or follow on whichever podcast platform you're listening to this episode on. I'll see you all very soon. Cheers.